Good morning, students.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Daniel.
Miss Knoll, good morning.
Nice to see you again, Mr. Daniel.
And you as always. And what brings you here this morning?
Oh, I have some questions to ask you. Can we have a short conversation with you, please?
Oh, sure. What's on your mind?
I keep hearing people talk about map testings, and I have seen some information around in school promotional materials. And I have some questions, and I thought, why not to ask our academic director, you, Mr. Daniel?
Oh, well, I'll do my best.
When first time I saw it, I thought, oh, again, another testing. Students are tested all the time so much, and as it is, and will this testing crowd out my child instructional time? You know, I definitely want to know, because they're spending too much time on these things.
Right, well, that's a good question, and it's certainly a valid concern for any parent to have. I think you have in mind IGCSEs and A-level exams that tend to conclude 2-year-long courses. Now, those will involve long periods of review and preparation.
You're right.
And they're very high-pressure events for students. And some students thrive under the pressure, and some students get very frustrated.
It's true.
Now, scores on those tests are certainly very important, and they help determine what universities a student might go off to when they finish high school. But they don't really give a complete picture of student performance.
I see.
They don't tell the full story of what a student is capable of. For that, you have to look beyond the classroom. And that's what map testing is for. Now here, I'll show you something.
Your web browser is locked. Here, you can only use your mind, nothing else.
Now, oh, so interesting. Now I'm becoming more curious about map testing. And I think many Southbridge parents are not sure what to expect next. Oh, and I thought, why not to make an informational video map testing can do for our school?
You know, Miss Knoll, I think that's going to happen very soon. This is the world of map testing. Welcome to the data zone. Here, teachers can gain a whole new perspective on the learning that takes place in their classroom. Now, in the aftermath of so many COVID lockdowns, all schools can expect to find some gaps in student learning. Here at Southbridge, teachers will be able to clearly identify where those gaps exist, evaluate their severity, and modify their instruction with specific targets in mind. Behold, the Southbridge soccer field, the epicenter of student competition and boundless striving. Here, the students rush about, committed to victory, testing the limits of their strength and endurance. And high-stakes academic testing can be like this. Fiercely competitive, with passions and pressures that threaten to overwhelm students. Many hope to rank not only among the high scorers in the school, but also the nation and the world. Now, athletes should not be judged by a single game. It is through constant, daily practice that they get better. And it's easy to see. Now, young people grow and develop rapidly in terms of both athletics and academics. But anyone who's seen a sporting event will surely agree. Athletic skill is highly visible. Take martial arts, for example. To be successful, a student must develop precise muscle control and balance. And all this is observable. The mind is much more difficult to evaluate. You can't simply look into the mind and see learning. That's why data is so important. It's through data and the use of it that teachers can develop better learning routines for students. As any athlete will tell you, it is through developing great routines that you create a new normal. High academic achievement can play a big part in the development of a young person's self-esteem. And teachers share a sense of pride and accomplishment. High test scores must be the result of effective teaching, right? Oh, hi, Mr. Smith. How are your classes going? Oh, okay, well that's good news. Congratulations. Now, Mr. Smith should certainly be proud. All teachers should be proud of high test scores and great student achievement. But Mr. Smith, like many teachers, may not have asked himself a very important question. Was it the quality of my instruction that led to the high scores, or did I simply discover talents that students already had, even before they walked into the door of my classroom? All too often, teachers do not have a clear sense of how their instruction either contributed to or failed to contribute to student learning. With map testing, Southbridge teachers will have that information. Let's look. Hello, Mr. Wesley. How's planning going so far?
Hey, Mr. Daniel, I'm doing really well. I must say though, in recent years, I've felt a sense of frustration when it came to my diagnostic test. I feel like I can't provide all the information I need to be able to create precise learning targets for my students.
Pen and paper?
Aren't they all?
Well, the answer to that is changing every day. We have more reliable ways to determine student progress. Routine checks for understanding have always been a problem for teachers. Have you ever seen a class where the teacher, after devoting this big chunk of a lesson to a really difficult topic, will suddenly look at the class and say, oh, does everyone understand? Does everyone get it? Does everyone understand? And then the students just, what? Nod their head, say yes.
Right. It lulls a teacher into a false sense of security. The students can sense that the teacher is actually done with the lesson, and if you request anything from the student, they would simply nod their head or put their thumbs up to try and move the class along. It's hard to determine the extent of learning that actually took place, if any.
Well, map testing can help teachers gain access to what is really going on in the student mind.
Yeah, I'd love to see how progress can be made visible.
To do that, we must enter the data zone. Do you want to get that? Oh, back in the data zone. Take a look at this. I think this clearly illustrates a major problem that most classrooms have. You know, a teacher really doesn't have access to what's really going on in the student's mind. There's no green light blinking above a student's head saying correct or I've learned. You know, people in the real world are not connected to brain machines all the time.
Right? That sounds like something straight out of a dystopian dream world. Now, a question that many people may have is, why do the map tests have to be on a computer? Why not a paper and pencil? Here we really see the limitations of old-fashioned testing. To develop a good test, we need to cover the full scope of the unit or even the full course. Some questions are easy, some questions are difficult. Students spend a lot of time during a test answering questions outside of the zone of proximal development.
But the MAP program grades a student's response in real time and adjusts the level of difficulty for all the questions that follow. In the end, most students only get about 50% correct. But that establishes a pretty consistent floor and ceiling for the student. Now, of course, the student's going to grow beyond that eventually, but this is just that one day. The MAP tests give you so much great information like this about student progress.
I 100% agree. I'd love to get back into the classroom and implement this, put it into practice.
Well, do you know how to leave?
I have no clue. Where do I go?
Right through there.
Where?
Through there. Oh, hey guys, what you doing?
We're playing darts.
Playing darts? How'd your MAP test go this morning?
I think it's good.
All right, good. MAP reports issued at the end of each testing period help teachers design learning targets, very much like this. Now, even the teachers with the most well-developed lesson plans will sometimes feel frustrated after teaching the same plan to multiple classes in the same grade. Their objectives may have been well aligned with the curriculum, and their activities may have been very engaging and relevant. But for some reason, in one class, many students hit that bullseye, and yet in the other classes, many students were way off target. Now, what accounts for this? Did the students not study in the other classes? Perhaps. Or maybe they had not yet developed the skills necessary to try to hit those targets. There was a learning gap somewhere that had not been identified. And MAP testing helps us identify those gaps. With clear goals and the determination to improve, all our students can hit the bullseye. As every bullseye is struck, a new sense of possibility takes hold of us here on campus. Students look to the future with a growing sense of ambition. Nothing is too great or impossible.
It's hard!
Oh, no, I think it is. Let's go. Here at Southbridge, we remain dedicated to ensuring that every normal day is full of many small victories and a few big ones. Are you ready?
I'm ready. How far will I go this time? Rena, he can see the future, or can you?
The only way to predict the future is to create it.